Chapter 3537. No one expected that the aged old man Wade would suddenly say something like this, like a thunderbolt. This is the first time that the old man has spoken such words. Everyone knows that just now, this guy Andrew must be back to the old man to complain. Wanted to say some bad things about Charlie to sow discord, did not expect the old man righteous slap in response. What's even more shocking is that Elder Wade suddenly announced that he would officially pass the Wade family to Charlie. In this instant, Charlie's men and friends, each and every one of them was incomparably excited and even on the verge of cheering out. The vast majority of the Wade family members, on the other hand, were all crying and mourning, much more ugly than the moment when Harmon brought a coffin to the door. The old man reigned. Each of them can get a lot of oil and water in the business of the Wade family, plus the huge annual dividends and bonuses. Everyone lived a very comfortable life. However, everyone knows that once Charlie became the head of the family, it is basically over. With Charlie's iron-blooded character, how could they make money? He seems to have a strong financial focus. He will not give them any extra space. Andrew is even more in grief and anger. He choked in his heart. What kind of FCU king thing is this? I came to remind the old man of the loss of power, but the old man gave me a slap in the face, and gave the family headship to Charlie. Jonquan looked at Andrew at this time. What he thought in his heart was, originally it was snatched away from me, the family head position by Charlie without a sound, and I didn't even earn the chance of giving up the position on my own initiative. Quote, I am worried about finding an opportunity to promote the relationship with him, and you came to my door. Quote, even if you are my own son, so what? Do you think I don't know what you have in mind? You asked Morgan to buy morning clothes overnight. I knew about it last night. Quote, Ba five tard, you want me to beg for forgiveness after my old bones are slaughtered by the cataclysmic front, right? In the future, when Charlie is in charge of the Wade family, you'll have a good time. Quote, Andrew did not know what was in the old man's mind. He only knew one thing. He was afraid that he would be finished in the future. At this time, Charlie heard that the old man wants to pass the family head title directly to him. His heart is also slightly surprised. But after careful thought, he probably figured out what the old man had in mind. The reason why he just said so to Joseph is to directly name himself. He will be responsible for the Wade family's big and small affairs, which is equal to directly become the actual power holder. The old man must know that there is no way to return to heaven, now take the initiative to give way to show goodwill, but also to earn a favor. In the end, they are all human beings. As for Andrew, must be the old man as a stepping stone. This time, he stepped on Joseph to the top, the old man stepped on Andrew to step down. It must be said that there are similarities and differences. So, Charlie said, in the future, with me, the Wade family will be able to continue to develop and create glory again. Quote, Jonquan stepped forward, grabbed Charlie's hand, and said excitedly, Charlie, from now on, you alone will be in charge of all the affairs of the Wade family. I believe that in your hands, the Wade family will be able to stand at the top of the world. Quote, Charlie nodded heavily and said seriously, I will do my best. Quote, Chapter 3538. After saying that, he looked at the Wade family's uncles and brothers and said lightly, moreover, the Wade family has lived in peace for so many years. Many people's bones have gone soft. I have to take this opportunity of the ancestral festival to give them a good calcium supplement. Quote, subsequently, Charlie said to Luther, Mr. Please keep an eye on everyone in the Wade family. Whoever dares to quietly throw things out of their bodies, especially mourning clothes and other things, tie them up for me on the spot. Quote, the vast majority of the Wade family heard these words and were immediately scared to death. Because they were still carrying mourning clothes in their clothes, just now Charlie's process of subjugating the cataclysmic front was so shocking that these people completely forgot about the mourning clothes. Only when Charlie said so did they remember that they still had a bomb tugged on them. The gang immediately panicked, not knowing what Charlie planned to do to them next. At this time, Charlie did not pay attention to the Wade family, but looked at the crowd of front soldiers kneeling in front of him. In the middle of them, there was a shivering old man, who was also kneeling on the ground, but kept looking left and right, seemingly looking for an opportunity to bolt. This person is the Sioux family head, Chungfung. At this time his intestines are almost regretted, heart lamented, had I known that this Joseph in front of Charlie was such a waste, invited me to wait arrest, I would never FCU King come ah. The result is good, my own FCU King wearing mourning followed so far, the result to this unexpectedly jumped into the fire pit. Now I do not know how to end, I do not know if I can find an opportunity to quietly bail out. Just when Chungfung inwardly depressed, Charlie pointed to the crowd also wearing mourning kneeling there, indiscriminately, he said indifferently. Chungfung, you old dog also do not think of slipping away, honestly kneel well, I still have to settle accounts with you slowly. Quote. Chungfung heard this, scared, and pleaded, Mr. Wade, Mr. Wade, this, here is nothing to do with me I just came to pay my respects to Mr. and Mrs. Wan, I don't mean anything else. Quote. Charlie frowned. Come, you explain to me, you worship Wan couple, why come to my Wade family ancestral tomb? Quote. Chungfung immediately did not know how to explain, panic trembling, as if instantly got Parkinson's. Charlie questioned him, what? Dare to come to my Wade family ancestral tomb in mourning, do not have the guts to admit that you came to see the show. Quote. Chungfung cried, forcibly defended, Mr. Wade, you really misunderstood me, I did not mean it. Charlie sneered, you came expecting to see a big show, but the stage collapsed, right? I asked you, now regret it. Quote. Chungfung's expression is worse than a dead father, stammered and said, Mr. Wade, I really did not come to see the show. My son Zin and Wan couple were very close. So I came to pay my respects, but also out of love, just did not expect to happen so many things, this is all a misunderstanding, Misunderstanding, Charlie coldly questioned, at this time, you still think of strong words, I think you the Sioux family head's intelligence is not high. Quote. Chungfung about to die, in the heart, lamented, this is not the problem of my IQ, is that I really have no good reason Seeing his uncomfortable expression, Charlie pointed at the soldier of the front beside Chungfung and said coldly, you, slap his mouth for me fiercely. Quote. Your subordinate follows orders. After that man finished, he grabbed Chungfung's collar and slapped him several times on his face. Chungfung was not used to this and cried out, I am the head of the Sioux family. I am a global business elite. I am a global business elite. How can you treat me with such impunity? Quote. Charlie sneered and said indifferently, the Sioux family head. Sorry, you used to be, but now you're not. Quote. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for new update, Salva channel. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video and leave a comment. Thank you very much and God bless, keep safe everyone.